athletes, we have event 2, the sleigh bell smash. You got part A, part B. They are both scored individually. So there's 2 different workouts basically to earn points for your team. The first one, we have a 9-6-3 descending ladder of reps, 2 different movements. We have power clean and we have front squat. And I am going to specifically stick with the power clean. I know I had talked a little bit about letting people squat clean, but we're going to stick with power clean and front squat. Okay, so the movement itself, most of you guys know what a power clean is, but basically starts on the floor, gets cleaned up into front rack, distinctly showing elbow in front of the bar with full extension. Okay, so comes off the floor, we hit this clean, I get full extension showing elbows in front. Okay, what some of the things that we're going to see potentially that are no reps, non-extension, elbow in front of the bar, or recovering for the next lift before you're fully extended. Okay, so one of them could look like this, where you're cleaning and you get here. Okay? People hold hook grip maybe, or they don't get the elbows distinctly in front of the bar. We need to see that elbow come up and under the bar to show a rep completed. Another thing we might see is not full extension of hips. So somebody might get under it and they're lowering it before they get fully extended. And the last one that happens very commonly is bringing the bar down out of the rack position as you're standing up to get full extension. I mean, very, very common. So you're here, you get that clean, you hit it by going under it, and as you're coming up to show full extension, you're already bringing down for that next rep. So make sure that when you hit that clean, you stand up fully, then you get the cycle into that next rep, okay? So 9 at the first weight, whatever that may be, RX scaled, and then front squat. Well, we already know the standard of a squat, hip crease below parallel. I don't think you need me to go over that again, but you have to distinctly show it. Do not be leaving it up to question, because I'm going to really reinforce to the judges to keep things even that people are distinctly, and by distinctly I mean I want to see a couple inches below parallel on that. If you're leaving it barely to question, I'm going to tell the judges to err on the side of no rep. It has to distinctly be below the height of the knee. Otherwise, there's a lot of gray area there if you're just getting to that parallel line. Okay? So make it easier on the judges is the takeaway from that. Now, you get done the 9s. 9 power cleans, 9 front squats. The way the heats are going to work, or the waves if you want to call them that, is we're going to have 11 people go at once. We have 11 teams. Okay? So you pick a scaled athlete, because it's going to be both scaled athletes first and then both RX athletes after. So scaled athlete number 1 is going while their team is out there helping them, cheering them on and then helping them load their barbell, because each team is only going to get 1 barbell. Okay? So athlete A, they get going, they get their 9 cleans, they get their 9 front squats done, their team loads up that next weight for them, and then they hit their 6s, same format obviously, cleans, front squats, then their team loads up that weight for the 3, they hit their 3, cleans, they hit their 3 front squats. We have a 6-minute window, so if you beat that 6-minute window, any time remaining, now part B of this workout starts, okay? It's totally scored separately. It's a weight that you can hit for a complex of a power clean and front squat that's heavier than the last weight you completed in the 9-6-3. So, to give you an example, for scaled males, the last weight they're going to hit, I believe, is the 135. So they, again, try something heavier. That heavier weight has to be at least 5 pounds heavier than the weight they finished the ladder with. Okay, it can't be the same weight, can't be the incremental plates like adding 2 pounds. It has to be at least 5 pounds heavier. And your goal is to the heaviest complex of a power clean and front squat that you can do in time remaining. So what's going to happen is that's how we're going to run it. So I have it where that skilled athlete number 1 has their workout to do. They have their 6 minutes. I'm going to put a 10-minute time frame in between each wave to allow for deload the bar, get the bar set to the first weight, warm up time. So each wave is gonna have 10 minutes in between to prepare and get ready. Okay, so that should be plenty of time to get ready, at least for that first weight that you're gonna hit, if not test out a few other weights. But really, you're gonna be warm as you go through the complex building up in weights anyway, so you shouldn't have to warm up any heavy lifts type thing. So yeah, scaled athlete B goes, RX athlete A goes, RX athlete B goes. At the end of it, 4 waves, each team member has completed the workout. The scoring, again, 2 different scores. Time you're able to complete the 963, weight that you're able to hit above and beyond the heaviest weight on that ladder. Now, if these are challenging weights for you and you potentially are not going to finish the 963, this is how it's going to work. You get done the 9s, okay? You get into the 6s, and maybe you complete the 6s. You get into the 3s, and that's a monstrously heavy weight for you. You know, maybe you get a few of the cleans, or maybe you don't get anything. So what your score is going to be is that 6 minutes that it took you to kind of get as far as you could, and any missed reps are added seconds. So say you weren't able to complete any of the 3s, so you missed 6 reps, you missed the power cleans and you missed the front squats, so your time is going to be 6:06, right? So you get a time for 6:06. Now, you don't have any time to do the heavy lift after, so your score is going to be 0 on the heavy lift as well, because you weren't able to get any time to hit that heavier lift. So again, your time is going to be 6 minutes plus missed reps equals seconds, and then you weren't able to get a heavier lift above and beyond your heaviest weight because your time capped out, so you're going to have a goose egg for the other score. And believe me, there's going to be teams that have goose eggs on this. There's some challenging weights for some people on this, and they're just going to do the best you can. So don't fret if you know you're not going to get through it. There's some people in the same boat as you on this one as well. So yeah, I tried to make the weights accessible to most people, but not under challenging for most people type thing. Find that middle ground. But again, on either end of the spectrum, it's going to be really light for some people. It's going to be really heavy. It's just the way it is. Okay? All right, I think that basically covers that one. So yeah, questions will come up. Feel free to ask. Just by your questions, it may help me figure out different logistics. But I'm going to have those 11 stations mapped out of where you should be, where your bar should be, where your plate should be. So it'll be very organized. So it won't be guesswork. What lane you should choose. I'm going to assign lanes and stuff like that as well. So that's it. All right, that is the sleigh bell smash.